Welcome to the 2020 Q Awards. Q Awards are given annually to forward-thinking educators who are members of our organization. In this segment, we will get introduced to each of this year's award winners, and we'll have the opportunity to take a peek at the work that they do. It is my pleasure to begin this evening with our Emerging Teacher of the Year, Nupur Sethi.
My name is Nupur Sethi. I teach English language arts to grades 6th, 7th, and 8th at Indigo program in San Jose, California. I strongly believe that the biggest waste we create is the waste of human potential. I teach to empower and inspire students to see what they think they cannot be, dream bigger than their current reality. I hope they can take away from an immigrant teacher like me. If I could break my cycle, they could do that too. Q has fed into my own desire to continuously learn and grow. I like to call Q as like a breeding ground for people who are intrinsically innovative and people who are not, they'll make you one. It helps me achieve the vision to influence locally, nationally, and globally.
Q's Bold Award, which stands for Blended Online Lesson Design, goes to Jacob Carr.
My name is Jacob Carr, and I'm a personalized learning teacher at Core Butte Charter High School in Chico, California. I became a teacher because I love touching the future. I love being able to create and pass on fun stuff and then watch kids create. It is about skills and it's about how you communicate, but really it's about taking what's inside of you and giving it to the world. I love being able to personalize learning for each student individually. You can't teach alone, and Q has offered a network of people that at a moment's notice I can lean on for help, and also an outlet where I can help other people.
Q's Outstanding Teacher of the Year goes to a classroom teacher who has made a noteworthy contribution using educational technology. It is my pleasure to introduce you to Krista Bradley.
My name is Krista Bradley. I teach 5th grade at Mission Park Elementary School in Salinas, California. What I love most about my job is trying new things alongside the kids, and also the excitement that they get when they learn something new and it's something that they're proud of. More often than not, they're teaching me just as much as I'm teaching them. I hope they walk away with more confidence than they walked in with. I hope I instilled some kindness in them and how to be a good person. And I want them to feel prepared to go into the future, even though we don't know what the future holds and what kind of jobs are out there. I want them to be able to think critically and work with other people and be respectful of other people's opinions, even if they differ from their own.
We're very excited to announce the Q Affiliate Leader of the Year Award goes to Jolene Berg.
My name is Jolene Berg, and I'm the current secretary for Kern Q. I am a junior high deaf education teacher for Kern County, and I have students from all over the county come to my classroom to learn more language skills and become more literate. And I use a lot of technology in my classes. About 11 years ago, we worked really hard to grow Kern Q and make it a working affiliate again. It was an awesome experience to get to provide to educators the technology information that they weren't getting from their districts and to give them the ability to engage the students that are in their classroom. Q for me is inspiration. It provides us the opportunity to take our passion and blossom.
The Q Administrator of the Year Award recognizes an administrator who has made a significant contribution to promoting educational technology in their school or district. It is my pleasure to introduce you to this year's award winner, Josh Harris.
My name is Josh Harris. I'm the Director of Educational Technology for the Alisal Union School District on the east side of Salinas in California. My job is really heavily focused on professional development and teacher support. It happens to be around the topic of educational technology and technology integration. I make decisions about devices, and I make decisions about professional development platforms and programs, and the whole point is that a single classroom teacher should have a whole fleet of support behind them to deliver the best education to our students. I spend the day thinking about how can I support these people who are going to work more directly with teachers? How can I develop them into being their best so that they can develop our teachers into the best that they can be?
This year, CUE honors Lindsay Blass as the Technology Innovator of the Year. She does great work in San Francisco Unified and is also an author.
My name is Lindsay Blass. I am the Interim Executive Director of the Digital Learning Team for San Francisco Unified School District. The Digital Learning Team in San Francisco Unified really works to leverage technology for deeper learning, and I have the privilege and the honor of leading this amazing team in this work. CUE really built me up and gave me leadership opportunities where I was able to learn from others, grow from others, and really feel confident that the work I'm doing is the best work for students. We're really focused on equity of access, equity of opportunity, and the role that technology can play in that. If you can create and scale innovations in a large urban district, you're designing something that can really impact education at large.
Each year, CUE selects a California or Nevada legislator as our Advocate of the Year. This year's recipient is Senator Jerry Hill.
Hello, I'm State Senator Jerry Hill, and I'm honored to be recognized by CUE today. As I sit here in Silicon Valley, the heart of innovation and technology, I see now more than ever the need for teachers to be connected to their students and teachers to be connected to one another so that they can continue with that critical need of providing the learning necessary and the education that's necessary during these very difficult and challenging times. I mean, technology is that bridge when we have a distance between us. And CUE and organizations like CUE are really providing that resource and that opportunity so that education can continue for this moment. And not just this moment, but the future as well. Thank you very much for this honor. I'm deeply grateful, and thank you for all that you do. I hope your conference, the virtual conference, is a great success. Thank you.
The Gold Disc Award is CUE's longest-standing recognition. This award honors CUE members who have made a significant contribution to our organization and to enhancing learning through the use of educational technology. It is my pleasure to introduce you to this year's award winners: John Ike, Martine Cisneros, Cicely Day, Robert Pronovost, Darren Massa, and Amy Duncan.
Okay, guys, ready? So it goes. You guys got it, really shake.
I've got the greatest gig in America. I've been here in my community of Natomas as an educator for over 20 years. I'm really honored to be part of an organization, part of a place that really values relationship. My students are my family. My colleagues are my family. Walking into a place every day that's filled with this familial culture, that's a good gig.
CUE confirms some of the stuff that I'm already thinking about and allows me to see the future of learning, right? I'm glad I'm at a point where I can help build a safe and innovative learning environment where genius can happen for not only our students, but our staff and community as well. At the end of the day, we're here to enhance the lives of all of our students. What the future of learning looks like and how we participate in it.
I help support teachers and students with incorporating, making science, technology, engineering. I like to be able to show people that you can make a better future, you can make your community better, you can make yourself better. You can identify with your family and your culture and your community, and that's what I get to do, and I really enjoy that.
My goal is to allow students to not only discover their passions, but to be able to have the skills to access the pursuit of those passions in their life. What really drives me is seeing those aha moments. Like, aha, I learned a new thing and I did it myself. And I can go back and I can do this again on my own.
Okay, we get to, what else do you want to add to that?
I'm excited by the challenge that I have in front of me, and that is really to get STEM education at the forefront of people's minds.
Empathy. Yeah.
One of the things that I really care about is access and equity for our kids. With the problems that we have in the country and in the world today that are science related, we can't afford to leave kids behind. And I just want to make sure that every kid gets an opportunity to be a scientist and feels like science is for them.
I started in special education, and my passion for learning about how kids learn differently has grown from there. To watch a child who's a junior high age kid who's not been able to speak before tell his mom that he loves her and watch that connection, how can you not be motivated? And I really love watching those kids who are not connected to school all of a sudden connected, feeling that safe space.
ISTE's Making It Happen Award honors CUE members who are leaders in the implementation of educational technology. It is my pleasure to introduce you to Bert Lowe and Michael Shax.
My name is Bert Lowe. I am the Director 2 of Digital Curriculum and Instructional Technology for the Stanislaus County Office of Education. The Educational Options Division started a one-to-web program where every single student who attends our schools gets a Chromebook, and they started doing their work completely online in a blended learning environment. My job is to oversee the technology. Being in an online environment, students are able to pick up their lessons anywhere, anytime. They're able to collaborate together online on documents. But it's also neat to see teachers kind of discovering additional ways to work with their students. I think it's great to see everybody really working as a lifelong learner in this process.
My name is Michael Shax. I'm Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services for Cucamonga School District. I really enjoy working with kids. I love that I can make an impact and a difference. So we spent a full year with our entire community and said, hey, what do you think kids need? So we ended up creating a portrait of a graduate that when our kids leave 8th grade, these are the qualities that they have. Then you have the typical creativity and innovation, but we also have empathy and resilience, and it's changing things. If we can make a difference here, we could change the trajectory of kids' lives and give them stuff that they've never had an opportunity to do before or would have. At the end of the day, if we're not letting them be ready for their future and to be the citizens who run Rancho Cucamonga in California, the United States, and the world, what are we doing? We need to equip these kids to be able to take on the world.
This year's CUE Platinum Disc Award goes to Roger Wagner, a longtime educator, innovator, and former board member.
My name is Roger Wagner. I'm an educator, inventor, and lifelong CUE member. I started out as a middle school and high school math and science teacher. I became very interested in personal computing. I invented first the Hyperduino and later the MakerBit for the purpose of making traditional student projects interactive. Those could then connect to a Chromebook, for example, and play a video of the student explaining their project. The most exciting for me in this particular work I'm doing now is that students are not just learning computer science as an abstract concept, they're actually learning how the things around them work. CUE for me is the opportunity to work with good-hearted people trying to do the best they can to do the good work. For me, there's nothing better than that.
On behalf of the CUE board, the CUE staff, our affiliate leaders, and all of our members, congratulations again to all of tonight's winners. This fall, we'll be looking for a new round of innovators who can take us into the future.